Hi everybody, today I'm going to talk about what are the insurance plans you can consider to get for your child. I will review my own son insurance plan that I get for him over the years as a reference to explain that concept. This is a summary of the insurance plan that I have get for my son over the years since he's born in 2019. Do take note that I'm not making any recommendation of all these plans that is shown here, and some of the plans actually are also not available in the market now, as insurance companies have evolved over time and plan has started to change over time. The most important plan I always recommend parents to get for their child is the integrated shield plan with riders. And if within your means that you can afford it, I'll always recommend go for the highest tier one with the rider. And touch wood, if anything bad would happen to your child and they need to be admitted to hospital, you have a choice of what hospital to go, what ward to stay, and what doctor you prefer to attend to your child. And you also help to take care of the hefty medical bill while your child is admitted. And lastly, do think of integrated shield plan is guaranteed renewal. So when a child is young and healthy, when you get them a medical insurance plan, they are guaranteed cover for the rest of their life, regardless of their health condition when they get older. So this is why I feel that the integrated shield plan is one of the most important plan that you should get for your child. And a lot of people also have a misconception of MediShield Life. They have thought that, oh, I already have medical insurance plan for my family, for my child, because my family have the MediShield Life coverage. Do take note that MediShield Life coverage payout are based on B2 and C ward. What does it mean? That means if you're to admitted to B2 and C ward, it is perfectly okay, as majority of the bill will be being taken care of. But if you were to go to a private hospital, majority of the bill will not be taken care of. As MediShield Life, the payout is back to B2 and C ward bill. And also it don't cover pre and post hospitalization, and there is a maximum cap of limit of 150,000. Thus, to enhance your child coverage, I will recommend you that please get an integrated shield plan for your child. And when I get for my child 2 years ago, what are the key concerns when I look at integrated shield plan? As the premium among all insurance companies for children, the difference in price is not really very significant compared to adult. Plus, the key part I look at is called congenital abnormality benefit. So I look for insurance company that do not have any waiting periods. Okay, when it comes to buying insurance, there's certain cost called waiting period. So for the plan I happen to get for my child at the point of time, this insurance company do not have a waiting period. So immediately, if touch wood that anything would happen to my child after birth, after get the plan, then detected got congenital illnesses, at least he is covered. As most of the insurance company, they have a waiting period of about 1 year, which is 12 months or 365 days for congenital abnormality benefit. What does that mean? Means that if your child have an insurance and within a 1 year detected have some congenital abnormality, the insurance company have the right to exclude your child on the coverage because that fall within the waiting period. The second policy I get for my child is a whole life plan with early critical illnesses. My son will be covered for the rest of the life, but I only paid the premium for a limited period of time. Let's say 20 years. So after 20 years later, my son is covered and he don't even need to pay any premium anymore. Because we know that when you get older, your insurance premium, life insurance premium get more and more expensive. And it gives my son a head start that he is covered without paying insurance for the rest of life when he go into adulthood. So it becomes a gift that I give to my son. Okay, touch wood that if anything were to happen to my son along the way when he's growing up and he strikes with early critical illnesses, this insurance company will pay out a lump sum to me, okay, as a policy holder. Being a parent, you need to work, and imagine your son is critically ill, you still need to take care of your son. Because you need to work, you need the income to survive. However, if you have the choice, if there's an insurance plan that give you one lump sum of money so that you can use this sum of money to take care of day-to-day expenses, you may be able to quit your job and be full-time with your child who is suffering illnesses and stay with your child. Thus, your family will not go into financial distress. This payout also helps to fund alternative treatment, as we know that integrated shield plan mainly cover hospital bill. What about you want to go for TCM treatment? You want to get more healthy products, healthy food or for your child, and all this will not be covered under the medical integrated shield plan. So this money payout from the insurance company come in handy on that. There's another debate of whether should we get a whole life plan and term plan. So I'll not talk about that for adult. I'll talk about that for child, for young children. This is a comparison table that I've done on a whole life plan and a term plan. I try to find one of the most competitive whole life plan. I also find one of the cheapest term insurance plan in the market. From there, you can see that to get 200,000 coverage, a whole life plan, you need to pay definitely a premium that is much higher than a term plan. However, do take note, the whole life plan only need to pay for 20 years. But the term plan need to pay until the plan end. Okay. What happened after age 70 for this case? I paid 27,000 for my child and there's no more insurance for him. And all this money just gone. Or about 75 years old, I paid about 32,000 and there's no more insurance for my child after the age. But compared with a whole life plan, although after I need to pay more, but the total premium I paid is similar to the premium I need to pay for a term plan. But my child is covered for the rest of their life. Furthermore, the whole life plan comes with cash value. And if my child were to surrender the plan at, let's say, age 75, you can look at the surrender value is more than double on the premium they pay. Thus, money is not really gone. So thus, I will always recommend that for a newborn, for a child, I'll prefer to get a whole life plan rather than a term plan. From this table, you can see that the first whole life plan I get for my son is March 2019. But however, my son is born in June 2019. And I managed to get him a plan 3 months before he's born. How could this happen is insurance companies have started to innovate their products over time, and they have started to innovate a new type of product called maternity insurance. Maternity insurance is to cover the mother, and it can always attach a plan with the mother life. And when a child is born, you can actually transfer this plan to the child. 2 years ago, not many insurance companies had this type of products. And also to transfer the plan to the child, there is also something called underwriting. At the point of time, I happen to find this product that allowed me to transfer early share coverage to my child without medical underwriting. So we decided to get a maternity insurance at the point of time so that we will know that my child is sort of guaranteed have insurance coverage regardless of his health condition when he's born. As this plan guaranteed was able to transfer to my child with early critical illnesses without medical underwriting. So this is an illustration of a whole life plan at the point of time we buy for our child in 2019 is protecting the mom. When the child is born, we are able to transfer it to the child without medical underwriting. However, do take note there's always a clause. Different insurance companies have different clauses. You must do the transfer within certain period of time. And recently, we have decided to get additional coverage for our son, and we decided to increase the whole life coverage for our son by another 100,000. We get it before there is a change in benefit illustration, which is a few months ago, and thus we decided to increase my child coverage as we found that the premium is relatively low cost for them at this point of time. The third insurance that I'll get for my son is a personal accident plan. A lot of people talk about personal accident, they talk about accident death or must be loss of limbs, that type of coverage. But actually personal accident is more than that. It also covers like sprain of ankle. And we know that children are very active. What happens there is a broken bones, fracture. So all this will be covered under personal accident. It also includes food and drink poisoning. And what about insect bite, animal bite? It is also covered under personal accident. There's infectious disease such as dengue fever, which is pretty common in Singapore, and hand and foot mouth disease. And this is also covered under personal accident. Furthermore, personal accident also cover physiotherapy, chiropractic treatment, and TCM. However, we decided not to get a standalone personal accident plan for our child, as we feel that he don't really need that style of high coverage. Most insurance company, when a parent they themselves got a personal accident plan, you see they come with an offer of child cover for free. However, will not be the full coverage amount. For example, for this, look at this illustration. For example, the child is covered by 20% of the parent coverage amount. And for us, for me and my wife, we think that this is good enough for our son. And thus, we didn't get him a standalone personal accident plan called child personal accident plan. We just get him tagged along with me and my wife personal accident plan. We are expecting a second child in January next year. So I also need to plan for my second child. What are the insurance plans I need to get for her? Over the years, insurance products have further innovated, and more maternity insurance plans have come to the market. This is a comparison table done by the Straits Times in April this year, where they put in the major insurers that have maternity insurance. And also, insurance company also has started to innovate and enhance their maternity insurance plan. So we have decided to get a maternity insurance plan without committing a whole life plan for my second child. What does that mean? It means that the insurance company allowed us to buy a whole life plan next year January after my daughter is born, with early illnesses coverage without medical underwriting. That means I don't need to decide now, I only need to decide after my child is born. Why am I doing that is I just want to give myself options. When my daughter is born in next year January, what happens that if she is not as healthy as her brother, I am sort of guaranteed that she will have insurance coverage that cover early critical illnesses. What happens that if she is very healthy, then at the point of time, I have many options for me, and I can go and find a more cost-effective plan for her rather than need to commit a bigger amount of premium now. However, do think that when all this time maternity insurance that can transfer plan to your child, there is always a clause called pre-existing condition clause will still be applied. What does that mean? That means that if there is any pre-existing condition after the child is born and is known, even the policy have been transferred to the child without medical underwriting, or even the child can buy a plan without medical underwriting, pre-existing condition will still apply, and there will still exclusion will still be applied to it. That's all I have to share with you today. And if you feel that this video benefit you, okay, do remember to like and share. Please leave your comment below and let me know what are your thoughts. Do remember to subscribe and press the bell button so that you'll be notified on the next video. I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.